And welcome back to the channel. And as you guys saw in the intro, we have a wall of orange amps spread out behind us here, and we're going to talk about orange amps and why I love them so much. Now, I wanted to do a little intro riff for you guys. I was using my Schecter Silver Mountain. That's the Blood Moonburst or Blood whatever stuff. It's the red one and stuff, and I love those Silver Mountains. I have the silver one and the red one. Amazing guitars and stuff. But I really wanted to talk about why I love orange amps. And what I did in that intro, that was just playing out of this CR Crush Pro 120 here with this 212 orange cabinet, and that was just the amplifier straight through the cable. I was using an orange cable going straight to my guitar, straight into the amp, and no effects other than some reverb that's on the amp head itself, and using the distortion that is on this amp. There's no effects pedals, no nothing. That is the raw sound of this amp as it's coming out of the speaker from guitar to amp to your ears. And I'm recording this literally with my Zoom, this is my Zoom Q4, Zoom Q8, whatever it is, my Zoom camera, and I've got two XY mics up there, and it's literally just directing you into the room, how it's going to sound. It's not through a mixing board, it's not all cleaned up and everything, it's raw and real, which is what I like. And I just want you to hear that, because this is my main amp, this Orange Crush Pro 120, with the 212 cab is the one I play most of the time on my channel, and it's the one that I play when I'm playing with the band. It's my favorite one. The rest of them are kind of backups and fun ones to play, but I do play them. So let's go from left to right and tell you what I have and my collection so far as amps go. So right here, we've got the Orange Crush Pro 120. That's the 120 head. It's a solid state head. Everything here is solid state. And then we got the Orange 212 cabinet to match it. And then down here, I've got the Orange Crush Pro 60, which is another great gigging amp. If you want to play, you can gig with that. That thing's got plenty of boost. You can actually add a cabinet to it. If you add another 212 cabinet to it, then you get a 212 combo, which is actually, I am going to buy another speaker for that, so I can have a stack like that I can play out of. And then down here, not sure if you guys can see, right here is an Orange Crush Pro 120 combo, which is the first orange amp I ever got, and I love this thing, and they don't make this anymore. I wish they still made this combo so people could get it, because it's awesome. But it's right down here. This is basically the backup to this amp right here. They're both the same amp. One just has a head with a cabinet, and one is built-in head and cabinet for the 212. If you can find either one of these Crush Pros, I definitely recommend getting it, because they're awesome solid state amps. They are built like a tank and they are heavy, but man, they're just amazing. Then moving over here, we've got my little Orange Micro Terror with a little 8-inch cabinet speaker right here. This thing is a 20 watt trans tube head. This thing will actually push this little head right here. Sorry about the squeaky chair too. I've oiled it a gazillion times and I can't get it to stop squeaking, so I can't help that. So anyway, back to that, because I had somebody complain about that. There's nothing I can do about it, and I've tried to find other chairs that swivel and they all squeak. So I have several of them, they all squeak, so get over it. Anyway, this little 20 watt head right here can power this 212 cabinet, can power 412 cabinet, and all kinds of stuff. And then it comes with this little cool, well, this was the combo pack, and it comes with this little orange amp single cab. And my wife got that for me, and I love this thing. It was like a Christmas present, and I just love it. It's super awesome. It's a great little amp to play out of, and it's fun to hook up to the big thing, which I should do a video on that. And then I've got the Orange Crush, this is the RT20. This is the 20-watt combo amp. This actually has a tuner built into it. And this is the one, these two are actually in my house most of the time. And this is the one that I practice and play through a lot because I have this plugged into a multi-track recorder. It's a little handheld multi-track recorder in the house. And so anytime I'm coming up with new riffs, I'm actually playing through this and recording it down on the multi-track and then bringing it out here and using it on my bigger one. And then the next one we got here is the Orange Crush Bass 100. That's the 100-watt bass amp. And man, I love that thing too. And it's an amazing bass amp, and that thing is loud enough to play any gig you're ever going to play. I don't know why some people are like, oh, I don't think that'll be loud. You're crazy. 100 watts is more than enough power to play anywhere. And if you're playing some big, massive venue, just put a mic in front of it. That's all you got to do, and run it into the PA. It's really simple, but I love that. That's an awesome amp. That thing is about 50 pounds, though, so it is a tank, but they're built so well. They just last. And I've always loved Orange. Like, the first time I ever saw an Orange amp, I was like, that is a cool looking amp. And then I was like, how does it sound? And then the first time I got to play an Orange amp, I was actually at a Guitar Center. And I plugged into the RT35 and was just blown away. Just blown away about the raw sound that I could get out of that thing with just the reverb and the amp itself and dialing in the knobs a little bit. And it was awesome. And I was like, I love this sound, you know. And I was a PV Marshall guy for a long time, big time PV guy. I ran a 412 PV. I had a 400-watt Rockmaster head, PV Rockmaster head with a 412 cab that I toured with and gigged with for a long time. And then I had a Marshall half stack as well. And those were my back and forth amps, you know, that I played. And I still have a Marshall amp over here. I have a Marshall MG100 HFX with a 212 cab right there. And I keep that around because that's my Marshall. And that's a great amp head and stuff. I don't really use the effects on it anymore. I actually just use my pedal and run through there and run the clean channel on it. But it's still a great Marshall head. It's solid state as well. I like tube amps. I love tube amps. But I'm a big fan of the solid states. And the Orange amps are freaking amazing. Now, the Orange Crush Pro 120 they don't make anymore. So you have to pick these up used if you can find them. But they replaced it with the Orange Super Crush 100. That's the new head that's out. I don't have that yet, but I do want to get that head to compare it to this. I've seen Dave Simpson's videos where he's compared them. Very similar in style, and they actually say that the Super Crush even sounds more like a tube amp. So I'm curious to get that one eventually. That's going to get added to this collection. But I just love Orange amps. I think Orange amps are amazing amps. I fell in love with them many, many years ago when I finally was able to pick up my first one, save up the money to buy the first one, because the combo was like... at the time, the combo was like $6.99, I think is how much it was. It's $5.99 or $6.99, I can't remember. And so I saved up and bought that, and then I really liked that, and then I bought the 60 after that. And then I got the Crush 120 head with the cab, and then I got the, I think I bought the Crush 100 next, then the RT 120, and then my wife got me this one. So currently I have 6 Orange amps in total, and they're just amazing. If you haven't had a chance to check one out, I mean, you definitely want to check one out. And just if you guys are wondering too, I am not sponsored by Orange amps in any way, shape, or form. I bought all these with my own money, so I know somebody by this time is probably like, oh, he must be sponsored by Orange because I'm wearing an orange hat and I'm wearing an orange shirt and I've got all these Orange amps. But no, I am not sponsored one iota by Orange amps. Although, hey, Orange amps, if you guys are watching this video, I would love to be one of your signature artists for you guys because I love Orange amps and I'm going to be buying more. So I would love to then get on your team and be able to help promote Orange amps because I just love them to death and I'll promote them all day long on my channel. I would love to have just a massive wall of Orange behind me instead of just nothing but Orange, and then take all my other amps and just throw them off to the side for whoever else wants to play them. Because I just love these things and I think they're amazing. And I think no matter which you go, the in-between... anyway, no matter which way you go, I'm jumping around, but no matter which way you go, you're going to be happy. Now, the in-between amp, this is what I want to say, is the in-between amp between the 60 and the 20 is the RT35, which is an amp that I do want to pick up as well. It's actually in my cart in Sweetwater. I just haven't bought it yet. And then Orianthi just put out a limited edition RT20 that's got the white Tolex that I'd love to get just to collect. It's the same RT, it's the same amp, just in a different Tolex. It's a white instead of an orange. They actually have a bass amp. They have like a 50-watt bass amp that's in purple. and then they have the black Tolex. You can get these in black or orange. I like the orange. I love the orange. It just stands out. It pops and it really grabs you on stage. So I really like the orange Tolex, and I really just love the way it looks. And I love the way they sound. I mean, they just sound really good. And this amp with my Boss GT1000 sounds freaking amazing. But you can go gig with this without that. They actually make a foot switch for this. They can go from clean to distortion and just set your reverb right, and you could go do a whole show and just play with just this amp. And there's some guys that actually do that don't use any, they just use the clean channel and the distortion channel, and they're a metal band. I can't remember the band off my hand, but there's several bands that actually do that. They just run it straight. No pedals, no nothing, just clean distortion off of the amp itself. And Orange just makes phenomenal amps. So I just wanted to do a quick video and tell you guys how much I love these amps. And like I said, I'm even using an Orange cord. You can buy, Orange makes cords. Orange makes a bass amp. I mean, not a bass amp, bass guitar. Of course they make a bass amp. I've got there. Orange makes a bass guitar, and it comes in orange and black, I think is what it is. I think that would be cool to get too, just because I love Orange's stuff, man. They make good, solid freaking gear, and they are my favorite amps, and it's pretty much all I play out of all the time. I mean, I play out of my Orange amps all the time. My other ones are collecting dust because I'm just constantly playing out of my Oranges now. And that's why I'm like, I just might as well just get a whole wall of Orange because I'm not even playing my other amps. But I like keeping them around. I've got some PVs and stuff over there that I like keeping around. But Orange is my thing. I love Orange amps, and I'm so glad to have the ones that I have. I feel very fortunate to be able to have these amps. It's taken me a lifetime to be able to get to this point where I could have 6 really nice Orange amps that I just love to death. And they're just amazing to play. And I love the fact that I've got the Crush Pro combo and I've got the Crush Pro head because they stopped making these. So I'm glad I was able to get these before they quit making this one. I'd actually like to find another used one of these that's in good shape just so I could have a backup one of those. But you never know how that's going to work out. But anyway, I just want to tell you guys, I love Orange amps. I think you guys should check them out. I think they're amazing, and I wanted to do this video. I wanted to play around with some green screen stuff while I was at it, so that's kind of why you're seeing it this way. I thought it was kind of cool. I was planning on doing a bunch of other different videos with green screen, but it didn't quite work out. I filmed a bunch of stuff the past couple days, and none of it worked out the way I wanted it to. So I wanted to just get this video knocked out with my Orange amps here, do something super cool, and just showcase my Orange amps. I just really wanted to showcase my Orange amps because I love them. And if you haven't tried an Orange amp, you really should get out there and try an Orange amp. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised and be very happy with them. Just make amazing stuff. So, hey Orange, shout out to you guys. This video is all about just supporting Orange amps. Again, I'm not sponsored, but hey Orange amps, I would love to be on your artist roster. Please give me a call, or I'll try to call you. I don't know. Give me a holler. Give me a shout, you know. Man, I just like whistled when I did that. Did you? Shit, that was weird. But anyway, yeah, I'd love to be a part of Orange, man. Any way, shape, or form, hook me up. I'd love it, you know. That's one sponsor that I would definitely take, hands down, you know. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys take the time to check out some Orange amps. If you guys have Orange amps, I'd love to hear your comments down below. Questions, comments, leave them all down below. I try to answer as many as I can. And I try to answer everybody's, but it's hard sometimes to get to everybody's questions and comments. But I do try. I do try to answer everybody's and try to. If I can answer the question and tell you and have the answer, I'll give it to you. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. You know, I'm no expert at all. I'm just a guy who likes to play guitar and happens to love Orange amps. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe down below. Questions, comments down below. We'll see you guys on the next video and keep rocking out there.